It's Valentine's Day today, and instead of, curling up on the couch with my cat, so instead of being lonely today and stuffing my face with chocolates and possibly a metal barrel, I figured, hey, why not make a YouTube Iceberg video, because those get views sometimes. So I'm going to do a speed run of the main top layer here real fast. We got Rewind 2019, which I guess that just means it's the most disliked video. I believe it still is. PewDiePie versus T-Series, everyone knows what happens there. You know, the diss tracks and, T-Series shot up past him and all that. Trending tab, which I don't know what exactly they mean by that, but I'm just going to say, stay away from the trending tab. It's worse than clicking on like a porn ad on an illegal movie website. Me at the zoo, obviously the first video ever uploaded to YouTube. Never going to give you up. Come on now. And then the last one, important videos. I don't know exactly what important videos means, but the interpretation I found of it just says playlist of weird videos that are public. Important videos to me on YouTube would be, like searching up boobies, girl boobies, and having good videos pop up for my 12-year-old self. And now the elevator's stopping at level 2, and our first one up here is Dumb Ways to Die. And the only thing I can come up with that, I don't know if there's no big deep lore behind the game or whatever, but it's the game for those kids that want to feel edgy. And then next we got How to Basic, which I guess that just means, the guy as a whole, he's never showed his face or anything. He just throws eggs almost every video and shows his bare legs, like the beginning action shots of a porno or something. And then Racist Mario, it's the cartoon of Mario killing other people in a race and being racist, I guess. And next up here we have Chris Chan, which is probably the most made fun of guy in the history of the internet. He's like an insult punching bag. I just thought deaf people would be pretty good insult punching bags. You can say whatever you want to them. What are they gonna do? Hear you? That's so dumb. And he went and pulled the old gender switcheroo. He pulled the rug out from under us and switched his gender up real fast. And next up here we have DHMIS, which I'm guessing is standing for Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, which is a TV show on YouTube, which kind of looks like the Muppets, but definitely is not meant for kids. I've watched one of these episodes, or a couple of these episodes actually, and it made me wet my pants from both ends on multiple occasions. And next up here we have the alt-right pop line, which I thought at first this was like an actual job thing it was talking about, but I looked into it and there's a bunch of articles saying how like YouTube is recommending stuff to people that's like alt-right, which is like a bunch of weird things pushing the alt-right agenda, falling down an alt-right rabbit hole type thing on YouTube. And the alt-right content, I guess the best way to describe it would be, they look like me, but they're full-on white supremacists, KKK, all that, and they're actually inbred. I may joke about all that stuff, but they actually live what I joke about. So yeah, don't group me in with that one brain cell community that they all share amongst themselves like they're hungry dog coming in for some food. I have a couple more brain cells than that. I'm not actually racist or inbred. Yes, it's a new day. I changed my shirt. I practice good hygiene. What do you know? You learn something new every day. Hillbillies actually have more than one set of clothes. So let's go on to level 3. So the first one up here we have Neutral Response, which to my best research capabilities, it's a video that this guy Lee Tag uploaded over 11 years ago now, and it's called Neutral Response, and it's just a Futurama clip of the guy saying, I feel no way strongly one way or the other, and it's just a video that has equal likes to dislikes. My lot fell down, dang it. As I was saying, the clip is just a clip of the guy from Futurama saying he feels strongly about neither side of whatever's happening in the episode, and it's titled Neutral Response, uploaded over 11 years ago, and has equal like to dislike ratio. Had to do my part. And next up on the old Iceberg, we got Checkpoint, and I had no idea what this meant. I still am not completely sure, but there is a channel I found called Checkpoint. That's the closest thing I could find that seemed related in the slightest bit, possibly. And even still, I'm not sure at all, but it's just a guy that makes some interesting mashup videos I've seen. He made Godzilla vs. Kong in GTA 5, and if you sort by like his most popular, he made Siren Head vs. Lothead in GTA 5. And of course, he made the super extra scary. Where's it at here? Where's it at? Siren Head vs. Lothead in Minecraft at 3 a.m. That one made me poo my pants a little bit. So yeah, like I said, I'm not 100% sure if that's what they meant by Checkpoint, but closest thing I could find. And next up on the Iceberg, it's a really odd one. It was really quite disturbing when one of like an ARG type thing again. It's like, this house has people in it, which it's a weird security footage style thing. It's like it's got a camera set up in every part of the house, and it's like a security camera setup. It's like up in the corner from a perspective point of view, like a third person view. And it has like the kitchen, living room in each corner. There's like the grandma, the mom and dad, the kids, and there's, I guess, this guy's sister, I think it is. She like is on the ground and they're trying to get her to wake up. He says like, "Did you take pills and stuff?" And I'm just skimming through this to get a general idea for what this house has people in it is about. She's sinking through the floor, I guess. It's pretty odd. It's very off-putting. If you didn't understand like what this was, you would be very disturbed like I was. So our next little contender on this Iceberg is Outside In, and to my best research capabilities, once again, I found the video called Outside In, where it's like a physics type video, and it's just showing you basically how a sphere turns inside out. And how I came to the conclusion that this was indeed what the Iceberg meant was I scrolled down to the comments and looked at it, and it just says, there's a bunch of people saying this is the center of YouTube. If you watch a video chain long enough, you always get here. And then there's another person saying, is this the center of YouTube? I always find myself back here. And there's just always people just commenting this is the center of YouTube. And also the video's got like a weird, like, it's like a video a teacher would show their students in science class when they're too lazy to describe a lesson themselves. It's like got this odd kind of feeling where there's this monotone voice just telling you and showing you what's going on. I haven't watched the whole video, it's 21 minutes long, but I think I got it right this time. And then I Feel Fantastic here is just a Taylor Swift music video. I don't know what everyone's making a big fuss about. It's just Taylor Swift to me making a music video. Just normal old Taylor Swift. T-Swift, baby. T-Gang. Or, some people say it's just an oddly disturbing mannequin video that makes you feel fantastic. And next up is Marina Joyce, but I'm not going to talk about her because everyone already knows about Marina Joyce. And quite simply, quite frankly, we don't care about her anymore. Now we got Alan Tutorial, which seems to be an anime arc of a character descending down into the depths of madness. You could say he's similar to How to Basic in the way that he does weird tutorials, but instead of eggs and sexy bare thighs, this man chooses to go for the insane and exploring crack shacks routine. And now we're on to Webdriver Torso, which is just a weird channel. All the videos are 10 seconds long. The names are nonsense. I'm sure there's some secret code to be learned here from these squares and these letters in the titles, but I, for one, do not speak the language of the gods, or any language at all, for that matter of fact, besides English, and I speak a broken English at that. That proves my point right there. So in conclusion, Webdriver Torso is just red and blue shapes, along with ear rape noise for 10 seconds. And Elsa Gate as our next one is a very odd one. It's quite honestly the most disturbing one by far because it involves kids' channels and promoting stuff to them that is something definitely kids should not be watching on YouTube, or should be on YouTube in general. There's a few examples I've seen from the H3H3 podcast where it's like a cartoon thing they make, and I'll pop up the screenshots I took from it. And it's just like Elsa and someone eating poop. They misunderstand eating poop. There is like some kind of BDSM suit on, she's got the whip, and it's everything like this. There's Mickey, like something about kidnapping one where Mickey Mouse is kidnapping Minnie Mouse. Anything you could think of that is wrong and should not be on YouTube is on YouTube, and even to make matters worse, is on a kid's channel, promoting towards children. On YouTube Kids. Definitely might have to switch over to YouTube Kids though now. Joke, by the way. And then I seen Philip DeFranco made a video about Elsa Gate where there was videos like Elsa, that's like real life Elsa stuff, and they were dressed up in like Elsa and Venom outfits, and the guy was like dumping poop on her head or something, and there's a bunch of weird animations. Also on a kid's channel, just promoting very bad things to children, basically in a nutshell. Stuff that really shouldn't even be on the platform as a whole. And our last one here, we have Salad Fingers, and this isn't very scary. It's just an unsettling cartoon with an unsettling drawing style of the cartoon animation. And I personally watched all the episodes and enjoyed it. It's honestly a good little thing to watch. Now let's dive even further on the Iceberg to where I know what absolutely nothing is, and I'm going to have to look up this stuff for probably a good hour or two. But, hey, all in the name of YouTube views, am I right? I'll be back. Maybe in a different shirt, maybe a different day, maybe a different year. Who knows? Back with that 2 a.m. recording session, and we're on to level 4. And I'm doing it by levels instead of, saying going deeper and then the tip of the iceberg, the the bottom, the depths or whatever. I'm quirky and special like that, so I'm going by levels like an elevator. So next up here we have Blink Room Soup, and it's a pretty popular early creepy top video on YouTube. It was 7 years ago, and it's got a lot of views. It's very definitely up there in the top of the popularity charts for creepy videos on YouTube. It's basically these weird little mouthless Teletubbies that are force feeding and making this guy eat with a comically large spoon before King Batch made it cool, of course. Now I move on to No Through Road, which is also another popular old creepy video, but this one personally, to me, is one of the best I've ever seen, if not the best, like, creepy top faked video on YouTube overall. The No Through Road video is currently 12 years old, just hit 12 years old recently, last month I believe, and it's got 1.6 million views, no slouch in the view department. The premise of the video is that they are stuck on this road driving around in circles for basically eternity. And honestly, this deserves an Oscar or some type of award for being better than any Hollywood horror movie I've ever seen in the modern era. And the exclamation point question mark is our next little contender here, and it's a video where you apparently can't find it if you search for it. It's like searching for the lost Ark of the Covenant. You know, you're never going to find that stuff because it may not exist. But unlike your love life, this does exist, and you know, you gotta be on the cool list to get into the cool club to watch this video by getting it recommended to you in your YouTube feed. And I'm not gonna spoil anything. You peasants that aren't lucky enough to watch it, go watch some videos till you get it recommended to you. Then you can feel cool. And LOL with about 7 or 8 exclamation points, that's just relating and referencing the first ever comment on YouTube, which was on the... It was actually on this video called Good Times. I said me at the zoo, but it's this video, not me at the zoo. Very fitting comment. And next up is Obey the Walrus. It's a video of a strange woman hitting the stanky leg back in 2008. And it says if you watch the video, you'll be cursed because guess what? It was made by a cult. Can you believe that one, ladies and gentlemen? I know that's a real shocker right there when someone comes up and flips your taint instead of your balls. That'd turn your life around. So yeah, you know the routine. Send it to 10 people or, you know, a piano's going to fall through your roof on your dildo collection. And then what are you going to do then? Sit there and cry all night? Your finger ain't going to work, that's for sure. Now we move on to sitting and smiling. Smiling. I say smiling, but, you know, people would make fun of me because of my accent. So I say smiling for you guys. But yeah, sitting and smiling, I actually seen this guy a while ago. He just literally sits and smiles at the camera. He's been doing it for like 6 years now. I don't know if he's missed a day or not, or how often he does the streams. They're like 4-hour-long streams a piece. Sits there and stares at the camera the whole time, does nothing else. And if memory serves me right, I don't know if it's true or not, if it was like a setup, but in one of the videos, I believe it's his most popular one, someone actually robs him and they come in and they see him doing that and they just leave. Because they got scared of him, because you're robbing someone and they're just sitting there just staring at something. You know that guy's a psychopath, and you're robbing a psychopath, so nothing good's going to happen from that. You got to hightail it out of there, tuck your tail between your legs, count your losses, and go hit another house. And then we got Trafig, which, you know, it's another channel that's trying to be scary. It looks like a 12-year-old attempted to make an edgy channel to scare people on YouTube, but... And I see now that I go through and look again, the channel that I just mentioned is TryGF instead of TryFG. So I don't know if there's some like original, you know, first of its kind TryFG video, but I don't know. The whole thing's just kind of dumb to me still. Body of a pig is exactly what it says it is. You know, the person, these two people walk into a house, I believe it's 2 people. They have an EVP recording looking for them ghosty boys. And they hear on the ghost recording or the EVP recording that they say, the voice says, I have a body of a pig, and then it says grunts. And they should have took that signal of him saying, I have a body of a pig, and then grunting as, you know, he's doing the intercourse with the pig, and that they should leave immediately. Treats for Beast is another edgy top channel, and honestly, I'm sick of looking at them. There's so many of them, so yeah, that's all it is. It's just another edgy top account that posts weird, I guess, disturbing videos is what you would call it. And then our last one here for level 4, Monkey Hatred. Caught me off guard, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Caught me slipping like a guy walking up next to me at the urinal instead of going to the one beside that one because it was also open and I'm the only one at the urinal and now it's an awkward situation. Is he looking at my wiener or what? You know, I don't want to ask him. I'm not gonna look because I'm scared. I've never seen a man's wiener so close to me before, so it's kind of scary situation, you know. You will never know until you experience it. But back to the video here, it's basically a chain of people just linking videos of them like yelling and threatening monkeys. But I promise you, if you harm those monkeys in any way, shape, or form, and I find out about it, I'll use wrong turn incest style on you, and it won't be pretty. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to finish this out tomorrow, hopefully, and you guys don't care. I'm just going to leave. Back with another change of clothes, because if I kept the white and black shirt continuity going, I would surely be frozen into a popsicle right now. And nobody likes to lick on a redneck popsicle. So now we're on to the old level 5, the 5th floor we're stopping on now. And we're getting down there pretty deep. We're almost at the main bottom. And our first one up... Oh, good way to ruin that sentence with a burp there, Derek. So yeah, our first one up here is Everyman Hybrid. And it's just another one of those channels that make like the creepy style kind of... normal video, looks like a normal video, and then, you know, like, your mom pops up in the background, flopping her boobs around, you know, kissing Slender Man, Bigfoot's in the background running around, some UFOs in the sky, all that kind of crazy stuff. And this is no different. It's a 10-year-old channel. They started making those videos 10 years ago. Looks like a normal channel on the surface, and then, if you look into it, their main antagonist seems to be Slender Man, because he pops up in about every video, I believe, so... In conclusion, Everyman Hybrid is basically just a Slender Man fan channel. And our next one up here is Hi Walter. I got a new girlfriend today, and from what I could find from my extensive research, you know, I've been in the lab all day cooking up this one, baby. But what I can tell from what I've seen and what I looked up and all that is basically it's an out of text contact clip. Wrong. Once again, I'm wrong. Here's the video. Part of it, at least.
I know she wanted me to buy it for her because she kept on looking at me and kept on giving me that look. You know the look. And then we got kind of tired of the mall, and I brought her back to my place. And I know she hates cameras, Walter, but I'm going to show you her anyways. You ready?
So yeah, obviously fake, still kind of creepy though. Interview 2016 audio is an interview of a band group called Death Grip, which is them promoting their new up-and-coming pocket vagina. Wait, no. That's the wrong thing. Sorry, my bad. It's an interview they're getting. The band's getting an interview, all-together interview, and instead of putting the actual audio of them talking like a normal human being would when they're getting interviewed, they decide to switch out the audio for their album, I believe is what they replaced it with. So, you know, that's really all it is. See right here? See? Doesn't make sense. My Snowboarding Skills, it ranks pretty close to being the #1 video. I believe it's the #2 video. It's off by like a few hours of being the #1 video on YouTube. The first ever upload. And it's just the guy he's just trying to snowboard, and he epically fails. Face plants, and I gotta say his snowboarding skills honestly suck. And it's skills with a Z, so you know it's a old school video. And also, I guess you could say that's the first fail video on YouTube. Gore videos, I don't really know what they mean by this. I guess they just mean there are gore videos on YouTube. Maybe if you go down a deep enough rabbit hole, maybe if you go through searching far enough, you'll find some guys shoving Legos up their pee-pee hole. That's what comes to mind when I think about gore videos, so that's all I got for that one. Wpkepkw is a creepypasta video that if you watch it, it'll haunt you for the rest of your life, like your boners for your ex-math teacher in 6th grade. And, you know, it'll just start popping up on your computer randomly out of nowhere. Insert porn virus joke here. So now we're getting down to the depths closer to the Titanic. If this was the iceberg that the Titanic hit, we'd be almost to the bottom, relatively where the Titanic should be. So our first one here, it's millions of unwatched videos. Just exactly what the little title is. You know, there's millions of unwatched videos that no one's ever seen. So basically my videos. Predecessor to MATZ, which MATZ, there just stands for Me at the Zoo. There was a video that popped up saying that there was a predecessor to Me at the Zoo, you know, a video before that. But obviously, whoop-de-doo. Turns out to be a grab for views. It was fake. The video was fake. There's not a predecessor to Me at the Zoo. Who would have thought? Happy Anniversary is a video. If I watched the right one, maybe I watched the different version. But it's just a guy trying out his Joker impression. You know, going ham with that laughing button. He just keeps pressing that thing, and the laughs just keep coming out of his mouth. And it's apparently connected to some kidnappings, is what I heard through the grapevine, searching through the internet. You know, take it for what you want, but the internet said it. Marina Mortegard Glevsgorv, I definitely said that exactly how it's pronounced. It's a 12-year-old disturbing video, you know, supposedly if you watch it, or there's supposedly was people that watched it, that they scooped their eyeballs out with some ice cream scoopers and shipped them on over to YouTube, pulling a Vincent Van Gogh, showing their love for YouTube and the love for that video they just watched. Medieval found footage is supposed to be found footage from the medieval times. I don't know how anyone would begin to believe that, but I guess they were using some ravens and swords to start vlogging their wars they were going to, their battles they're about to have, their standoffs or their jousting matches or something. Those would be some pretty sweet vlogs, but sadly it was proven to be fake, and the camera footage was from a movie set. And now we're on to the final level. What other people call it the depths. I'm calling it level 7. Or you can say it's the closest to the Titanic. Everything is on YouTube. You just have to find it. I can assure you this is not the case. I had another channel before this one that was around about 1,000 subscribers where I made Fortnite videos, so I'm kind of glad it's gone, but nonetheless, I made a video where I was watching this gay pride rally. It was over in some different country, I believe, and they were using like the spray high pressure water things on the people, and it was knocking them down, and I laughed at the people getting knocked down because I thought it was funny. People getting shot with a big water gun. What's not funny about that? So I wasn't laughing at the gay pride rally. I don't really have a problem with it. I just thought the video clip was funny, but you know, they decided that my channel was going to get took down for that. I'm just saying they could have took me down for a little bit better of a reason, but let's just get back to the video. It's a fun thought that there's anything you can find that you want to find on YouTube, but with their policies and everything nowadays, no, not gonna happen. Even mainstream stuff gets took down. So yeah, there's my take on the Iceberg for YouTube. I've seen a lot of these recently. I've watched a lot of them. South Park when I watched, Family Guy. I watched, a while ago, I watched one about, like, lost media. I'm sure there's a porn one, too, if I wanted to find it. I might have to look up that one eventually, but... So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Maybe this video made you jump for joy, do some backflips, and show your butthole to your camera. Or maybe, you know, maybe it made you throw up in your mouth a little bit because of the way I look and sound. I don't blame you. And that's all I gotta say. I'll see you next time. Peace out.